Chester Moore, Executive Editor of Texas Fishing Game Magazine here at Classic Chevrolet in Beaumont with James, and I'm about to take off on the Chevy Cast and Blast here in a new Silverado. Be going around the state doing everything from bass fishing at Lake Fort, deer hunting in South Texas, waterfowl hunting all along the coast, catching flounder, redfish, crappie, you name it. We're going to do it in a Chevy Silverado, and you're going to tell us all about this brand new Silverado and what it's going to offer the consumer.
This is the new 2012 Silverado. If you notice, they added a lot of chrome to the front.
It looks
to make
nice,
it looks
man.
good. It's got the Chevy bow tie. This truck has a 5.3 liter V8 with active fuel management, which is part of the All-Star Edition package that we put on this truck. What that means is when you're on the highway, this truck will give you 21 miles a gallon because it drops down to a 4-cylinder when you're not hauling anything.
And that's amazing for the kind of thing I'm going to be going all across the state, pulling a boat, you know, all kind of things, and going through rough habitat, through rough terrain. So that'll help save on the pocketbook a little bit.
Yeah, now actually this truck will pull 10,700 pounds, and it'll give you a payload of 1,925 pounds in the bed.
That's incredible.
Let me walk around this way and just show you a couple things. This is a Z71 package, which is one of our most popular 4x4 packages. If you notice, it's got the 17-inch outdoor wheels, good for mudding. It comes with the Z71 package, which gives you the skid plate underneath. So if you do hit something underneath, it's got the protection. Also on the All-Star Edition package, it's got the trailering package, which gives you the heavy-duty cooling on the transmission and the heavy-duty cooling on the engines, which makes your engine last longer. And that's one reason why we give you a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on this vehicle.
Yeah, that's incredible. You know, we're doing the kind of thing you're doing if you're an outdoorsman. It's not just a sport, it's a lifestyle. You're always pulling something, you're always hauling something. You're always somewhere where you're going to run into something on the road somewhere, on a dirt road, going through the woods, putting corn in your feeder at the deer lease. And this is the kind of vehicle that can take care of you.
A couple things on the engine. If you notice, all our fluids or reservoirs are clear. That way you just get a shot, you know if you're low. KEVLAR belt, which is good for 100,000 miles. Made out of the same stuff that bulletproof vests are made out of. So you got one serpentine belt in the truck to make it easier to work on. We do have to replace that.
It's Kevlar. That's incredible.
One thing that's easy about this truck to use is it comes with a backup camera. So if you're backing the trailer up, you can actually see where you're going. Also, it's got backup sensors, so as the closer you get to an object, it's going to beep and let you know that you're on the object. It's got a locking tailgate, an easy lift tailgate, so really 2 fingers you can pop the tailgate back up.
All right, James, let's take her out and see how she drives.
Let's go.
Do it. You said 21 miles per gallon on the highway?
Yep, 15 in the city. I drive a truck just like this in a crew cab.
Yeah.
Except it's black.
Yeah.
If you notice a couple of things we did on here added, you got steering wheel controls for your radio. You can go between AM, FM, and XM here. If your phone rings, you got Bluetooth capability. Just answer your phone.
That's killer.
And you can hang up right there, or you can mute it. Cruise control on the left. You got your 4-wheel drive on the fly right here. Duals on AC, so I can cut yours side off, which saves a little bit of gas mileage because you're not cooling the whole cabin. Adjustable pedals. This is your parking sensors. If you do need to pull a trailer, you need to turn that off because it'll beep to let you know something's back there.
Oh, wow.
And then you can turn your StabiliTrak and your traction control on and off right there.
Very convenient.
OnStar hands-free calling, so if you forget your cell phone, you do have a private number for the truck, so somebody can call you or you can make calls outside. And
I have OnStar on my 2007, and I've actually been able to go into areas where my cell phone reception wouldn't work, and I was able to hit OnStar and make a communication.
Yeah, I have that in my truck. And then also with OnStar, they're sending you now vehicle diagnostics. I get an email every month that tells me my tire pressure, the status of, they run hundreds of tests on the vehicle to let you know the status, how your truck's working, any recall status, oil when I need to change my oil. Also, there's 8 airbags in this vehicle. If this vehicle was involved in a crash, they can tell you which airbags are deployed, how many people are in the truck, how many times it's been rolled, and they can actually send help for that. So they know if there's 2 people in this truck and it's rolled upside down, they need to send the jaws lock, and then you send 2 ambulances instead of 1.
Wow.
Also, they can tell if it's been hit in the front, the rear, how bad it is. I actually had the misfortune of breaking some ribs, and my lungs filled up with blood. So I drove to the hospital. I didn't know where I was, hit the OnStar emergency button, in just a couple minutes they had already contacted St. Elizabeth's Hospital, and they're out there taking care of me.
That's incredible.
You can use this. What's great about this, instead of dialing 911, just hit your your red emergency button, and they can track you. You can tell them what's wrong, and they can send help to you immediately.
Technology's amazing, and these trucks handle great. You know, it's and there's something that's ingrained kind of in the lifestyle. I mean, I know guys that have Chevy trucks that are 250,000 miles, 300,000 miles.
You know, they track full-size vehicle registrations, and from 1981 to 2009, there were more Chevys on the road that had lasted on the road than any other truck available. So that makes it the most durable truck on the road right now. Also, with the Vehicle Information Center, I know how many miles per gallon I'm getting, what my fuel range is, average economy I'm getting, and then with my vehicle information, I can tell all my tires are at 35. I've got 1.2 hours on this engine, and my compass zone, I've got 99% oil life, so there's no guessing, and it actually save you money because you know exactly when the oil needs to be changed. Also, for 2011, we started using a 10% synthetic oil life, which means number one, you don't have to change your oil as often, and number two, it's better on the engine.
As I'm traveling out of my home in Orange up through East Texas, going to Lake Fork, and traveling down to the South Texas brush country, out to the Texas Hill Country, out along the Texas Gulf Coast, across the state line over to Hackberry, Louisiana, I have full confidence that this is the vehicle that can get the job done. I have a 2007 Silverado. It's given me, you know, a wonderful 4 years so far, and I'm excited to do this for Chevy. You know, it's a company that has stood the test of time. You know, so many people that have those 250, 300,000 mile vehicles, and just shows that it's something that that not only is visually appealing vehicles. I think Chevy vehicles look great, but that can get the job done for the sporting lifestyle, because it's not really a sport. You know, I call it kind of a sporting lifestyle because there are sporting elements, but you know, when you wake up and you feel the barometric pressure change, and the first thing you think is, hey man, I want to go out right now fishing because the pressure's dropping. You know, it's a little bit different than maybe somebody who plays football or something and just kind of goes and does a routine. It's ingrained in you. And I'm very excited to take this out on the road and share this with all the people in Texas and beyond. And you know, and I'm very excited about the vehicle and all that, but I'm really, really excited about where it's going to take me, and it's enabled me to go catch that 10-pound bass I'm looking for on Lake Fork, and that big whitetail buck, and anything else that might cross my path.